Greetings, cyberdogs and citizens of the internet. This is Rendog coming at you from the giant lava ball in this Let's Play Minecraft survival series. In the previous episode, we were setting up a delivery railway line that was going to take the goods from our grove into Molecity for processing. And in this episode, my friends, we are going to start working on the foundations of the lumber mill in the Viking district. And we are going to be talking a little bit about my experiences at Dreamhack Winter 2015, which I've just gotten back from. I hope you guys have got something tasty to sip on. I got a little bit of tea, and I hope you guys are in the mood for some Minecraft. I certainly am. It's been a long ass time since I played some Minecraft with you guys, and that's because I've been in Sweden at Dreamhack, man, and it was absolutely awesome. But you know what, guys? Let's kick off today's episode by having a look at a little something that I have been putting up over the last few hours. I have a confession to make, my friends. Yesterday, I recorded an episode of Minecraft Survival. I edited it, I uploaded it to YouTube, and in that episode, I built this railway line. But I watched the episode this morning, and I gotta say, for the very first time in a very long time, I was not happy with the episode, and it got its butthole deleted. And the reason that I was unhappy with the episode, my friends, was because I was so tired yesterday. Oh my goodness. It's literally today is the very first day after returning from Dreamhack this weekend that I feel fully recovered, that I feel like I am ready to record again, man. Yesterday my brain was running at about 10% of its capacity and the video just didn't come out very well. But I managed to finish off the Grove Railway delivery system and it is amazing. Cannot wait to show you guys. Alright, welcome back, guys. Just slept the night away and man, I am ready to get cracking with today's episode. There are a couple of things that I want to try out today because we're going to have a bit of a talky episode. I'm going to be chatting to you guys about some of my experiences at Dreamhack in Sweden this weekend. So I kind of want to take it a little bit easy today, do something cool, and I'm thinking about applying an upgrade to Molecity that has been on my mind for many months now. This was a suggestion made by one of you cyberdogs, I think in like episode 5 or something of season 4, and I recently reread the comments of that video and I saw the I saw the suggestion and I really wanted to try and put it into practice, man. I'm gonna try something that might be a little bit controversial, that might make a few of you guys out there a little bit angry, but I think it might actually be a really cool addition to our Molecity here in Minecraft Survival. What I want to try and do is get some giant jungle wood trees into Molecity. Basically, you know, this city is built on top of what was once a lush jungle, which has now been urbanized. We actually set the whole place on fire to tear down the jungle, and I feel like maybe we should think about adding some more jungle action in here. So I'm going to try today, okay? I'm going to experiment with a couple of big jungle wood trees around here, and let's see how it turns out. I think it's going to be pretty sweet. I mean, right now we've got these small-ass little trees, which is kind of cool, but you know, I think this place needs a little bit more nature up in its butt, don't you guys think? It's a lot of concrete going on around here, and I think it'll be pretty cool to get a little bit more green and brown and whatnot into here. So we're going to be trying that in today's episode after we work on the foundations for the Viking district. And yeah, guys, I've got some really exciting stuff to show you today because as I was explaining at the beginning of this episode, I actually recorded an episode yesterday where I completed the construction of the Grove delivery line. Can't wait to show you guys how it turned out. So check it out. I even did the damn diagonal, which seems to have turned out pretty good. I don't know what this is doing here though. That shouldn't be there. Dang it, I don't have a stair to fix it. Okay, I'll go get one and we'll fix it on the way back. But check it out, guys. I have added a few upgrades to the Grove delivery line too. Namely, the first thing is I've added some glowstone on top of our redstone lamps. You know, these lamps turn on automatically when the minecart comes from the delivery system over there. And when I was looking at the railway line, I felt like it was a little bit dark, especially at night. So I've added a little bit of light into it. And now the whole railway line is lit up at night. And if you look at it from a distance, you can see this sort of worm of light, almost like a highway reaching towards Molecity from the wood grows over here, and it actually looks kind of freaking sweet. I've also done a little bit of upgrading around this area too, added a little bit of mossy cobblestone here and there. This was a suggestion made by one of you guys too. I think it's kind of added add a little bit of something to the build. It's pretty sweet. This over here, for those of you guys who perhaps have just joined me, this is an auto mine chest loader which fills up a minecart full of the glorious loot that we can get from our grove over here, which is logs, leaves, apples and saplings and vines, and then it delivers those items all the way into Molecity, where we just were now, via this railway line. So let me go and pick up I think it's a, what was that actually? Oh, it's a birch stair. That's what we need. Let me just get a birch stair from one of these chests. There should be a birch stair here somewhere. Yep, there we go. All right, I can do that repair work before the OCD goes completely crazy. Now, I want to talk a little bit about the designs. Oh, derp. A little bit about the design changes that I made to the Grove delivery line. It's looking pretty damn nice, isn't it? Let me try and explain to you what I've done here to make this Grove delivery line look a little less, I don't know how to explain it, a little bit less noobish. Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I think the previous design was looking a bit noobish. I had some, what were they? There were slabs coming out here with a solid block on top of it. That wasn't looking very cool. So what I did here, guys, was I actually used stairs to create a much sort of gentler gradient. And now what you have is an actual clasp, is probably the only way that I can describe it. You can see it's sort of a clasp that's holding up the wooden railway line, which travels all the way into Molecity. And I think that looks absolutely sweet. You can see that all of the pillars have been mossified a little bit. I've added a little bit of mossy cobblestone in there just to add just a little bit of a sweeter touch to it also. And I've also added this barrier of dark oak wood gates, which I think turned out pretty sweet. I originally made this barrier out of dark oak wood fences, but you know what? It was kind of brutal, man. The dark oak wood fence is a pretty brutal shade in John Smith, and this just looks so much better. The only problem with this little fence action is that when the minecart actually travels, it triggers those fences. Check it out, right? So the minecart's going to get loaded, and off it goes to deliver its goods, but there you can see that it actually opens and closes the gates really, really quickly, which is kind of awkward because it makes this weird, annoying little clattering noise when you are nearby. But I suppose it's not the end of the world. I had to use dark oak wood fences over here because, of course, you can't put gates diagonally like this. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with how the build turned out. Jeez, man. Freaking minecart, how rude. Didn't even hoot. Almost ran me over. Anyway, let's fix up this block over here. Where was it? Dang it. Oh, wait, I think it was up here. Yeah, there it is. All right, there we go. Nice. Okay, repaired. Looking good. And as you guys can see, the minecart travels back and forth automatically. It doesn't get stuck. It's very, very happy to go back and forth between its two homes, which is sweet. Now, this is where we're going to be working today, my friends, because today we've got a little bit of terraforming action to do. A lot of you guys have been mentioning in the comments that you were unhappy with the location of the lumber mill, namely because it was sitting quite awkwardly next to the Great Railway Line here. You know, being one block above the railway line, it's kind of weird. It looks a little bit strange. Also, we don't have a lot of space to work with here. So if we put the lumber mill on this level, we would have to make a couple of stairs or something leading down from the road. And that's going to really compress our build a lot. So I think I'm going to fill in this whole space here with dirt, get the level up to the same level as the road over here. And then, for the sake of creating some height variance in our city, whatever we build here, we will build down a few levels, just so that we can get a bit of height variance going on in the skyline of our city. So that's what I'm kind of thinking right now, my friends. We've got a lot of filling in to do over here. So I tell you what, I'm going to kick this sucker in a fast forward mode. And when we get back, I'm going to talk a little bit about my experiences at Dreamhack 2015. Kaplio! Oh man, the sweet, sweet sound of fast forward music. It's been a long ass time since we did a fast forward, guys. I know that there were some of you cyberdogs asking me to do a fast forward again, so I hope you enjoyed that one. We'll definitely be doing a few more kaplams before the end of season 4, man. I kind of miss it. Anyway, welcome back, guys. I've been furiously placing down all of this dirt to try and get this area ready to create the lumber mill processing facility right here in the Viking district of Molecity. Basically, what's going to happen is that minecart is going to deliver all of its items into this chest, and then we are going to sort all of those items into individual chests in the lumber mill, and essentially the lumber mill will be the place to get leaves, logs, saplings, vines, and apples, and it's going to be absolutely awesome, man. Well, that's the plan anyway. We're going to be getting to that really complicated stuff a little bit later on, though. We're not going to focus on doing that in today's episode, guys, because we've got some sweet stuff to talk about, and that is namely Dreamhack in Sweden 2015, weekend of the 26th of November to the 29th of November, I believe it was. And for those of you guys who have been living under a rock, I got invited to go to Dreamhack 2015 this year by Acer Predator, which was an absolutely amazing time and an absolutely amazing opportunity for me, and I want to tell you guys all about it. For those of you guys who are wondering what Predator is, it is Acer's pro gaming rig brand. They create pro gaming rigs for gamers, I guess. I suppose a bit like Alienware, I guess, that sort of vibe, but they're a really awesome company, and they were really kind enough to invite me to go to Dreamhack as their guest, and yeah, it was absolutely amazing, man. They got in touch with me a couple of weeks ago, and they said to me, Rendog, do you want to come to Dreamhack? It is going to be absolutely amazing. We would love to have you with us. And I was like, wait, Dreamhack? You mean the Dreamhack in Sweden? You mean where like 10,000 people go from all over the world with their computers to literally play multiplayer games against each other for an entire weekend? You mean the gaming industry's biggest local area network event with pro gaming from StarCraft to Dota to Counter-Strike to a whole bunch of other jazz? Yes, please. I'll go to that. Oh, man, I was so super pumped to be invited to Dreamhack, guys. It was absolutely incredible. And of course, I said yes. I flew to Dreamhack last Wednesday at about 12 o'clock in the afternoon, which meant that I had to get my butt to the airport pretty early in the morning. And that means I had to travel in London traffic, like London peak hour commuter traffic to get to the airport, man, with 2 bags packed full of vlogger stuff, you know, laptops and phones and tablets and cameras and recording devices and clothes for a week. Oh, it was absolutely crazy. But I got to the airport, I got on that airplane, and I flew to Gothenburg in Sweden, where a taxi was waiting for me, and that taxi took me all the way from Gothenburg to a very small town in Sweden called Jönköping, where I joined up with the thousands of other gamers who had made their way to Jönköping for a Dreamhack 2015. And let me tell you something, my MAMADOG'S, I had the time of my life. One of the best weekends that I've ever had, ever. And I hear a freaking skeleton. Did you guys hear that? I heard a skeleton jingle-jangling around the place somewhere around here. Where are you, son? I smell you, but I can't see you. Okay, look what I just dug into, guys. There's a creeper and a skeleton underneath one of the roads of Molecity. That is not good. That is not good, man. These bastards have been planning an invasion, it seems. And it looks like I noobed out when I made this road many years ago, and I didn't actually fill in the space, which has meant that mobs can spawn down here. You know, whenever I've run through Molecity, I've heard these sounds, and I've never been able to actually isolate where the heck those sounds were coming from. Well, okay, there we go. That's much better. Oh, man. Where are the damn iron golems? Have they disappeared? Oh, there's one pumpkin brain over here just chilling, talking to Hippolyta. You damn, what are you doing, bro? Go back to work. Get out of here. Oh, is he trapped? I think I may have trapped him here with this stare. There you go. You are free. Go and patrol. Stop freaking flirting with Hippolyta, dude. You got a pumpkin for a brain. What do you think? You think she's going to love you? No, she ain't. Back up, son. Hippolyta, get back to work. Damn slacker. Oh man. Anyway, sorry guys, distracted by some craziness going on in Molecity. Is it just me, or are there a whole bunch of new villages around here? You guys have been getting busy, haven't you? Well, that's pretty awesome. Population of Molecity is increasing by the day. Yeah, anyway, where was I? Oh yes! Dreamhack! I was telling you guys about Dreamhack. And growing some giant junglewood trees. So here's my plan, right? Let's plant a couple of sweet-ass junglewood trees around the center of the Granny Dog's monument. Why don't we start with that and see how that turns out? So I'm thinking like something like this, right? So we plant a giant junglewood tree. Then why don't we make like a little light post or something underneath here? Just to make sure that there's a whole bunch of light down here. Yeah, that'll look pretty cool, I think. Although I think, yeah, we got to let the tree actually grow before we put anything next to it, or that tree isn't going to grow. So, all right, let me get these trees planted, and let's see how that's going to turn out, guys. I hope it's going to be sweet. But anyway, Dreamhack, let's talk about it, man. One of the sweetest things about going to Dreamhack and going to Sweden, in fact, I would say the highlight of my journey to Sweden this past weekend was having the opportunity to hang out with my Swedish brother from another Swedish mama, Iskal85. For those of you guys who are perhaps new to the Rendog channel, or you've been living under a rock, or you have recently just subscribed, Iskal and I are very good friends who met this year on a server called Kingdom Craft, and since then our friendship has grown and we have been playing Minecraft together now for most of this year, and we have just started a new modded series together, a modded series called Survival Stories 3, and I know that a ton of you guys are really enjoying that series and watching both of our channels to watch the series. And I also know that there's a whole bunch of Iskalians that have arrived on the Rendog channel from Iskal's channel, and I welcome you all and thank you all for coming and enjoying my videos and joining me. Yeah, welcome. It's so nice to have you. But you know what, guys? Iskal is a very, very good friend of mine, and I was so freaking happy to be able to go and spend some time with him. And not only spend some time with him, but spend some time with him in his native habitat. The native habitat of Sweden. I got to observe the Iskal bear in his native habitat, hunting and feeding and sleeping and mating. Well, not mating. That would be kind of weird. But anyway, I had an absolute amazing time with Iskal. We actually stayed in exactly the same hotel together, which meant that every single day we managed to go to the Dreamhack venue together. And, of course, we managed to do a whole bunch of really cool stuff together, including a couple of live streams. In fact, on Sunday night, the very last night of Dreamhack, Iskal and I streamed for about 4 hours on the Cyberdog Nation server, and we were playing some UHC with all of the Cyberdogs, which was amazing. And for those of you guys who haven't checked the server out yet, it is server.dogcraft.net, man. It is sweet. Man, so much awesomeness going on around this place at the moment. I can barely keep up with it, guys. But yeah, so I got to hang out with Iskal in Sweden at Dreamhack, which was pretty much my favorite part of the entire event, was chilling with my good buddy there. But at the same time, I also had an incredible opportunity that that Acer Predator managed to get for me. I have no idea how they actually did it, but one day they came to me on Friday, in fact, of Dreamhack, and they said to me, Rendog, we got some good news for you, buddy. Are you ready? And I was like, yeah, man, bring it on. I always like a little bit of good news. And they said to me, we have managed to secure a streaming spot here at Dreamhack, and we want you to stream from this streaming spot throughout the weekend. Would you like to do it? And I was like, give me 1 second to think about this. Yes! I didn't even give them 1 second. I just immediately said yes. And let me tell you why, guys. The streaming area at Dreamhack was literally like exclusively for really big and established streamers. And of course, we don't really stream that much here on the Rendog channel. We only stream every now and then. So as far as streaming goes, you know, I was tiny compared to some of the other streamers that were in the streaming panel area. And on top of that, there were only something like 12 streaming spots at Dreamhack. And we managed to get ourselves one of those spots, which meant that I and the Cyberdog Nation got to stream live from Dreamhack on Friday and Saturday night, which was just absolutely amazing. In fact, the first stream that we did was on the Thursday, but I was having some serious technical difficulties getting the stream going on Thursday. But on Friday, we streamed in earnest, and I basically worked out that in my 5 days at DreamHack, or my 6 days at DreamHack, I slept for about 12 hours in total. I literally spent every single night streaming for like 4, 5, 6 hours. And I just never wanted to stop streaming. The only time that I stopped streaming was when my voice and my brain had literally given up. They'd literally, you know, they were saying, Rendog, dude, you can't carry on or you're going to pass out. You have to go home. You have to go and sleep. So I was getting back to my hotel room at like, I don't know, freaking super late, like 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, and then waking up the next morning to go straight back to DreamHack to get things done, man. So it was a pretty crazy time, which explains why my brain was such a mess yesterday. Now, while we were streaming, we also had some incredible guests that came to join us that I want to tell you guys about. For those of you guys who are with me on the stream, I'm so happy that you managed to join us, and I hope that you had a really, really good time, because there were a couple of really cool surprises that happened in the stream that I didn't see coming. I couldn't actually believe that they did happen. But the very first one, and my second highlight for DreamHack 2015, was the unexpected arrival of Doc M77. For those of you guys who don't know who Doc M77 is, Doc M77 is a Minecrafter. He's been in the game for a long ass time, and he's a very, very awesome dude. I met Doc M at the GTX challenge earlier on in the year, and we became friends at that challenge. And I saw him at DreamHack. And I saw him and I was like, Doc, dude, guess what, man? I got a streaming spot here. If you would like, you can come and join us and say hello to the stream, and it would be really awesome to have you there. And he was like, yeah, man, maybe I'll come and pop by. Now, never in my wildest imagination did I think that Doc would pop by, because he's a very busy man. Doc has a lot of stuff to do, especially at these kind of conventions. You know, he's a super, super busy person. So I was streaming, I think it was on Friday night, or was it Saturday night? I can't quite remember exactly which night it was, but I was just streaming, hanging out with the CyberDogs, when lo and behold, in the corner of my eye came an elusive German Doc M77, and he just popped in to say hello to the stream and to come and hang out with us, and basically ended up staying with us for about 2 hours, just hanging out on the stream, talking to people, answering questions, and all of that sort of thing. It was absolutely amazing. And let me tell you what made it even more amazing, guys. You know, earlier on in the day, Doc had said to me, I'm going to come and hang out in your stream. And I was like, man, that's so awesome. I understand if you're busy though, you know, don't worry about it. If you can make it, it'll be cool. If you can't, I'll totally understand. And he said to me, I will make it. I will be there. And that night when he came to stream with us, he had actually left the venue to go and have dinner and to go and hang out with the people that he was with. And he came back to the venue to come and hang out with us, which is, you know, to me really says something about Doc's character. And the more that I get to know Doc, the more that I think that he's a really, really cool dude. So a big thanks to Doc M for coming to chill with us in the stream. It was absolutely amazing to hang out with him, man. It was so awesome. We also got to hang out with a very fine British gentleman called LT Zonda, who is in a bit of a different world to us. He is a Twitch streamer, but he is a very, very awesome dude, and another friend that I made at the GTX challenge. And he actually came to me and said, dude, I have got early access to Just Cause 3. Why don't we stream it together? I will come and stream in your booth, and I will mention you, and you can hang out with me in my stream. And I was like, man, that sounds absolutely awesome. And we got to stream a bit of Just Cause 3 with LT Zonda too in the streaming booth. So I had an absolutely mind-blowing time in that streaming booth, hanging out with some really, really cool people. You know, hanging out with some of my favorite entertainers on YouTube. It was just so freaking sweet. But of course, it got even better on Sunday night, as I was telling you guys, when Iskal and I, basically it was the end of DreamHack. We were so tired from all of the work that we'd been doing, and Iskal and I decided to just kick back, play some Minecraft with the CyberDogs, hang out on the server, and play some UHC just as buddies, just as Renskull, as friends on YouTube, and as YouTubers together. And we just had an absolutely amazing time. You know, playing with Iskull on Sunday night really felt a lot like it used to feel when I used to play computer games with my brother. You know, I've told you guys a lot of times about when I used to play games with my brother, as we only had one computer and we used to have to sort of share the computer and go back and forth between each other when we were playing. And I couldn't help but feel that it felt almost exactly the same playing with Iskull in the streaming booth. We were playing UHC, taking turns, we were doing parkour challenges against each other, and it was just so awesome. I had such a sweet time with my brother Iskull, and it was the best and the finest way to end the DreamHack experience for me, was hanging out with Iskull on that last night. Absolutely loved it, man. But there we go, guys. That was pretty much the entire summary of my time at DreamHack. Man, things have gotten a lot darker around here, haven't they, since these trees have taken flourish? I want to get a bit of glowstone around here, actually, because I think it might be a little bit dark here. Actually, let's have a look. What is the light level? Light level 10. I think that's pretty dark. I don't know if that's dark enough to spawn, but I don't want to take any chances. Man, that kind of looks a bit janky, though, doesn't it? Well, that's a little bit better, I think. Yeah. I'm not 100% sold on it though, guys, but I think we'll stick to it for now. If you guys have got any better ideas out there how we can improve the look of these freaking glowstone lamps over here, do let me know in the comments section. You know, we have very little space to work with. I just don't like how the things are connected to the jungle tree. I think it looks a little bit strange. Anyway, that's fine. You know, we could add a little bit of flower action behind here, maybe a bit of leaf action too, just to try and hide the shame of it all. You know, maybe something like that, maybe. Oh man. Yeah, all right, well, we're going to have to work on that, I think, guys, but I think it's pretty important that we do get some light in here, especially considering the sun is going down now. We do not want any of our villagers to get slain, and we have actually seen some spawns happening in the city every now and then, so that's probably due to a lack of light around the place. So yeah, but anyway, guys, that is pretty much everything that I wanted to tell you about DreamHack, I think. Is there anything else I wanted to tell you? Well, I suppose I could talk a little bit more about Sweden itself, an absolutely amazing country. I don't know how many of you guys have been to Sweden or are perhaps from Sweden, but I must say I was extremely impressed with the Swedish people and with Sweden in general. It is a very organized, very clean, very efficient city, and the people are all extremely nice, man. Every single Swedish person I met was super friendly, super excited to meet me, really interested in my story, wanting to know everything that they could about me, and I found that really awesome. They were really welcoming and really proud of Sweden too. You know, they were very proud to tell me about their country, which I always really like. So I had an absolutely awesome time meeting a lot of Swedish people there. I will say though that Sweden is extremely expensive, man. Damn, it blew my mind how much stuff cost in Sweden. I remember buying a bottle of water, and I think the bottle of water cost me something like $4 US, something like that. It was absolutely crazy. So it was a pretty expensive place. But DreamHack itself was absolutely incredible, guys. I have never, in my life anyway, seen something quite like it. A giant warehouse, or should I say warehouses, absolutely packed to capacity with people's computers. And you know, you're talking about people who are dedicated to the cause of DreamHack. And by that I mean they don't just stick their computer on a desk. Oh no, my friends. People who go to DreamHack build giant rigs around their computers. They arrive there with wood and saws and hammers and nails and drills, and they create these giant spaces, I suppose, like workspaces for them to hang out in for the entire period. I mean, most of them actually just play and sleep in the same place. And, you know, they kind of create these mini forts for themselves, and they cover the forts in lights and lasers and freaking screens and all manner of crazy things. It's an absolutely immense thing to witness in real life, guys. It's so freaking sweet. And you know, the coolest thing about DreamHack, I think, is that everybody who is there is kind of there for the same reason. You know, everybody who is there has a true love for gaming, has a true love for the industry, and we all share a similar passion at Dreamhack. There is absolutely no sort of segregation. There's no discrimination there. And it was so nice to experience that, especially considering that our world right now is going through some pretty crazy stuff. I was at we were at Dreamhack sort of in the middle of it. Sort of a week after the Paris attacks, and during a very tumultuous time in world history, and it felt kind of like a united culture there, which was quite refreshing for me to experience. A united culture in what is at the moment a fairly ununited world, it seems. It was very, very, very refreshing to be there and to be a part of that community. It was very, very awesome. And yeah, I left Dreamhack on Sunday after, like I said, about 4 hours or 12 hours sleep in 4 days of vlogging and streaming. Absolutely knackered out of my mind. Had to leave early at 9 o'clock in the morning, so I literally slept for about 2 hours on Sunday night before I had to take a taxi back to Gothenburg. Flew back to England, landed in England at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Literally, the first thing that I did when I got home, I didn't even unpack my suitcase or anything, guys. I literally just fired up Minecraft right away, dropped my bags off, opened up Minecraft, played for a bit, was preparing myself for a recording. And then I got off the computer, went to eat something. I ate something on my couch, and as I got back, as I was finished eating on the couch, I thought to myself, okay, let's just lie back a bit, let's just take a rest. I've just eaten, I just want to digest a bit, and then I will start recording. And as my head hit the back of that couch, I fell asleep something fierce, man. I literally just fell straight to sleep. And I literally slept for about 4 hours. I woke up at the night, the sun had come up, or the sun had gone down, excuse me. The moon had come up, the day had disappeared, and I was panicking. I was like, no, I was supposed to record an episode today. So last night I tried to record an episode of Minecraft Survival, and my brain was still a complete mess. Even yesterday, even after 2 days after Dreamhack, I hadn't recovered yet, and the episode just didn't come out very well yesterday. So anyway, that is pretty much it, guys. I am back in London, back to real life, back to working, and back to playing Minecraft, which makes me so freaking happy. This place is looking a little bit different. In amongst my ramblings, I've managed to complete the foundations for what is going to be the lumber mill in the Viking district. In the next episode, we're going to start working on the sorting system. But I've also planted some giant jungle trees in Molecity, and I don't know how I feel about them. I feel like they're pretty damn awesome. That's my immediate reaction. It's definitely added a sort of canopy to the top of Molecity here. It's blocked out some of the blue that you would have normally seen when looking up, and it's made it feel a little bit more jungly, I think. I don't know though, man. I don't know, my brain is kind of torn between saying that I love it and saying that, I don't know, it looks a little bit weird. Yeah, I don't know, man. Well, my friends, we have started many a Minecraft survival episode from this exact position, and I think that these jungle trees are growing on me. I reckon once the vines start growing, they're going to get even sweeter. It's going to add another dimension when we get some vine action in here, I think. That could be pretty sweet. But anyway, guys, please do let me know what you think of these giant wood trees. I'm going to make a call from you guys whether or not to keep them. If we don't like them, we can just change them back. But I really want to see what you guys think about it. Thank you so much for watching this episode, my friends. I hope I managed to give you a bit of insight into the awesome time that I had at Dreamhack. And please do remember to go and check out all of the people that I mentioned. Iscal85, of course. If you haven't watched any of his videos, I highly recommend you go watch them directly after this video. Trust me, you will not be disappointed, man. Iscal is like one of those hidden gems on YouTube that when you stumble across his channel, you're like, damn it, I wish I'd found this guy sooner. Go and check him out. Of course, go check out Doc M772 and old LT Zonda on Twitch if you are a Twitch person and you like watching live streams. They are all awesome people, man, and I thank them all for giving me such a sweet time at Dreamhack. Thank you so much for watching this episode, my friends. If you liked it, you hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, you hit that subscribe button, or I'm gonna shove this axe directly between the crack of your ass, you bastard. Anyway, my friends, I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye!